Well, good morning, everyone. Time to rise and shine on this Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. We are so glad it is Friday. We made it, friends. And also something to look forward to this weekend is Hoopfest. Thomas, you're here now to tell us more about the Hoopfest forecast. It's going to be nice, which is really good, but not like 2015 when people's shoes were melting on the pavement.
Yeah, and we've certainly had some hot Hoopfest weekends in the years past, including, the infamous shoe melting Hoopfest from a few years ago. Will not be that hot, but it will be summer-like warm out there, and we will experience that today as well. Honestly, I like it when it's a little bit cool in the morning because it helps to offset and just kind of refresh some of those warmer temperatures, and we will have plenty of them for the days to come. Our current temperature is now finally getting into the 50s. Pullman, you're the key spot because you were 38 this morning, and in 2 hours, you've already climbed back to 50 degrees. So that's that sunshine doing its work for today. We're in the 80s this afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, and for Sunday afternoon, as we have several days to the extended forecast that will be well into the 80s.
Well, get ready because Hoopfest is almost here, and we are just one day away from the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
This is my favorite weekend because there's going to be food, there's going to be entertainment and basketball, lots of it, lots of basketball. The event will take over downtown Spokane, so here are 3 things you need to know about this weekend. Up first, with thousands of people coming into town for Hoopfest this weekend, there are a lot of road closings you need to know about, and instead of going through every single one of them, I'm just going to keep it simple for you. If it's in downtown, in the core of downtown, it's safe to assume it's closed. They shut down at 7 o'clock tonight until 10 p.m. on Sunday night. Vehicles left parked on the roads after 7 p.m. tonight will be towed.
Now, there will be some courtside parking available at the parquet between Stevens and Howard on West Main Avenue. Passes are available for purchase for both single day and weekend parking. That daily pass starts at or costs $30, while the weekend pass costs $55. You can also just buy a $5 pass to drop someone off at that location. Now, you can buy these parking passes in advance by heading over to the Hoopfest website.
And if you want to skip the hassle of dealing with traffic and parking, the Spokane Transit Authority will be offering rides on the Hoop Loop. You can ride at either the Jefferson Park and Ride or WSU Spokane lot and ride a shuttle to the courts. STA buses will be running all day long every 10 minutes, starting from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday and 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. It's taken years, of course, for Hoopfest to bounce back from the pandemic. This year, when you think about the registrations plus the spectators, it's set to be the largest in the last 4 years at least.
And that means a huge bump in business for businesses here in Spokane. It's not just the players that are coming into town. It's their friends, their family members, and just basketball fans in general. Because of so many people coming into Spokane, hotels and Airbnbs are also getting booked up. One local hotel group told KREM 2 that nearly 90% of their rooms are booked for this weekend.
So it brings not only locals, but people surrounding the area. We got a lot of people from Montana, Idaho, actually a big population from California as well. So it's really interesting.
It's also a busy weekend for Davenport Hotels, who is a major player in the downtown Spokane hotel scene. According to them, they're essentially sold out for this weekend. For the 20th year, Ironman is back in Coeur d'Alene this weekend. The annual race kicks off Sunday morning, where athletes will compete in a 2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and a 26.2-mile run.
No big deal, right?
None.
Yeah. Up with KREM's Brandon T. Jones is live in Coeur d'Alene right now. This year's event is the 20th year, Brandon, and it is expected to be a big event, and it takes a lot of people to make it happen. Tell us more about what's happening this weekend. Good morning.
Well, yeah, all you have to do is go ahead and take a look over my shoulder to see how dedicated these athletes are. And for every single one of these amazing athletes, there's an awesome volunteer who's helping out and giving back to their community as well, helping them get through such a rigorous race. So right now, organizers feel pretty confident about where their numbers are in terms of volunteers. Typically, they're looking for about 3,000 to sign up. Right now, they have about 1,700 people ready to go and prepared to help on Sunday. So I got a chance to speak with Danny Zabel Wolf, who is the volunteer director for Ironman CDA. We talked about just how amazing the athletes are that compete in this race and how when they're out here swimming, biking, and running, getting that motivation and support from the volunteers, means everything.
Very important. We could not do these races without the volunteers. They are an integral part of everything that we do at Ironman, because if we didn't have the volunteers, we would not have the support out on the courses and within transition, all the areas that Ironman race encompasses.
So volunteers will have the chance to help with things like crowd control, passing out water, and so much more. They even go along the course and pass out things like soup or have themes to kind of bring the energy up and mood, especially when the athletes are in mid-race, because it's such a long course. So if you're interested in volunteer for the race on Sunday, it's not too late to get signed up. Danny tells me all it'll take is just going ahead and Googling Ironman CDA, and you can find all the information that you need to get ready and be prepared to come out here on Sunday and help out. Reporting in Coeur d'Alene, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Just about 7:07 here. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. New this morning, one man is dead after a deadly crash in Idaho County. This happened last night on Highway 12. Idaho State Police say a 67-year-old motorcyclist from Montana was traveling eastbound when he crossed into the westbound lane and crashed into the shoulder. He died at the scene. A Spokane County corrections officer is behind bars this morning for alleged sexual misconduct with an inmate. Back in December, another inmate reportedly saw 32-year-old corrections officer Drew S. Seifert have sex with an inmate. That inmate told the sheriff's office she consented, but according to state law, that doesn't matter, given the fact that Seifert was a corrections officer and in a position of authority. This morning, we are learning more about one of the women shot at the Gorge campground this weekend. Family and friends of Lily Luxic shared a photo of her on her hospital bed on GoFundMe. They say Lily was shot twice and has significant injuries. Lily remains at the trauma ICU at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle at this hour. New from overnight, a ban on firearms will stay in place for the festival at Sandpoint Summer Music Series. This after the Idaho Supreme Court affirmed the decision that was challenged by a lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed by two citizens in two Second Amendment groups. They argue the city cannot take rights away based on the event. Happening tonight, the Spokane Indians will pay tribute to Spokane civil rights activist Sandy Williams. Williams and her partner Patricia Hicks, along with 8 others, were killed when their plane crashed near Whidbey Island last September. The team will host a pre-game ceremony honoring her life before their game against the Tri-City Dust Devils. Tickets start at just $9. $1 from each ticket sold will be donated to Sandy Williams Fund for the Carl Maxey Center. That is a look at your morning rush.
It's 7:09 and the weather today, another sunny day, but even warmer compared to yesterday. Our temperatures should get into the low 80s for this afternoon. No weather concerns whatsoever for today or really the next several days. High temperatures, there it is, low 80s across most everywhere. Maybe upper 70s on the Palouse, but I think 80s will be very much the common thread for today, this weekend, all of next week, as temperatures will trend above average through the extended forecast, and eventually that could lead to another chance of 90-degree weather by around the end of June or the very beginning of July.